Hi Aquarius, how you doing? I'm Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot, and I want to thank you for stopping by and saying hi. I am getting ready to do your October reading. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 4 or 5 tarot cards just to kind of give me the overall energy for the month. And depending on whether it is career oriented or love oriented or whatever, I will then pull clarifiers just to get more information about that. So I've already shuffled these up pretty good before I started. So I need some cards for Aquarius for October 2018, please. Whatever you want to give me here, universe. There's one. Too many. Although the Lover's card was in there. Maybe it'll come back out. Alright, I need to quit being so sloppy. I need one more. Let's see what's going on. I feel like my table has shrunk all of a sudden. I've got cards and boxes and okay, there we go. So there we have 5. All right, let's see what we've got first. The Chariot. So somebody is ready to go someplace. You've got one horse ready to go standing and the other one is sitting. So it's kind of like you got one foot in the door and one foot out the door. At this point in time, I'm not sure if this is a relationship. It could be a relationship or it could even be a job where you have got yourself in a position where you've kind of in the process of making the decision. You just haven't fully committed to whatever you're going to do. You're one foot in the door, one foot out. So let's see what the rest of the cards say. This one is always, when I see this one, I don't know if you can see, I always see these are somebody that's like out in the cold. And it was in the reverse position. So my feeling is your reservation, why you still have one foot in the door and one foot out the door, is because your fear of being left out in the cold and making the wrong decision and ending up being that way. And that's one of the reasons you haven't done anything yet, is you don't want to be in that upright position of where you made the wrong move. Excuse me, I have a frog today, and made a mistake on it. So that's why you're teetering back and forth between coming or going, is because there's a phrase out there, jumping out of the frying pan into the fire, and that's the one thing that you're afraid of doing. This is not the Libra reading, this is Aquarius, but I know Libras are really bad about making decisions sometime because I am a Libra sun. This is the Strength card though, so I feel like eventually you are going to make that step forward and you're just trying to get the courage up to do that. So this is a major Arcana card, which indicates to me this probably is a life lesson that is getting ready to happen. You know it needs to happen. The Chariot came up, and the Strength card. So it's just a matter of time until you get your nerve or your willpower or whatever up to make the move. And then Ace of Cups. So it is going to be a new beginning okay, so it's going to end up being, it looks like a relationship, or some cups are emotional. So if it's a new beginning and emotional, it could be a new beginning into a new relationship, and it may just be a relationship with yourself. You're leaving a current relationship. It could be you're getting ready to get a divorce or leave a relationship you're in, whatever. You're going to be in a new relationship, whether it's with yourself as a single person or whether it's with another person. My gut at this point feels like it's you're leaving an old relationship and you are not getting into a new relationship immediately. If you know what's good for you, you won't, because you're going to need some time to heal on your own. Okay, and so this is the King of Cups. If this was in the upright position, this would be fully ready and emotional to step into the next stage of your life, but because it was in the reverse position, you're not ready to get there yet. So I guess to me that does feel like that is you're leaving one situation, probably a relationship, to have a new beginning with yourself as a single person. And while you're single, you are looking to heal your wounds from all of the stuff that happened when you were with that person. I also maybe get that there was some abuse in that relationship, and that's where you're getting the bravery to leave, and it's taken a lot of strength. And so that's good on your part that you are making that decision to do what's best for you. So bravo, good for you. I'm gonna do, let's see. For some reason, I'm being pulled to do life purpose. If you are leaving a relationship to be a single person to heal, then my gut tells me that some new life purpose stuff could be coming your way. And that's one of the reasons the universe is forcing you or helping you make that move so you can start working on your life purpose. Because you're not immediately going into another relationship. So let's see what the universe has to say about your life purpose and what you may be getting ready to start doing as a single person on your own, enjoying time, learning to heal. There's the first one. Light and love. Your purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to this world. Okay. And I can only imagine that if you have been in an abusive relationship, finding yourself single is going to bring your vibrations up, and it is going to make you a lot more loving and happier than you have been. So that makes sense to me. Hopefully it makes sense to you. What else do we have for life purpose in this new? All right, let's take this one. This one's trying to come out. Travel. Your life purpose involves traveling. So maybe you were confined in, okay, and there's the last one, teaching. So you're going to be teaching something. You inspire young people to learn. I got blurry there all of a sudden. And you're going to be doing something with traveling. And it doesn't have to be traveling in an airplane. That could just be traveling with it, around the city or something, teaching something. And for some reason, I feel that you're going to be teaching young people some stuff about self-esteem. If you have made the decision to leave a relationship that was beating you down, your purpose in life, it feels to me like you're going to be teaching somebody, whether it's young girls or young boys or school kids or I don't know what, but it feels like you're going to be teaching about self-esteem and self-respect, possibly bullying or something like that. That's what it feels like is going to be part of your life's mission, is you're taking what you learned in that abusive relationship that you were in, taking what you learned, how you got yourself in a better position, how you were able to walk away, and talking to people about how to make sure that they stay out of that situation or get themselves out of that situation if they find themselves there. How am I doing on time? I have got a big old frog today, and I didn't know that until I started my video, so I am very apologetic that I sound like a man today. I don't normally sound like a man. I'm going to do some angel cards and see what this would be from your guides, your higher self, your oversoul, perhaps relatives that have passed on, anything that might have some advice on this new journey that you are about to set off on. I'm kind of surprised the Fool card didn't show up, but it still tells me you're starting a new journey, and it's mentally so much better for you than where you were. So I guess the point is, take it how it resonates. If it's not a relationship with a person, maybe you were kind of an abusive relationship at work. You had a boss that bullied you or was like a bad boss, and you finally got the nerve to go, you know what, dude, I'm out of here. I'm not putting up with this crap. Whatever the case is, that's kind of the feeling of you just got tired of dealing with the crap and knew that in order to better yourself, that was what you had to do, was get away from that situation. I personally don't feel like I have ever been bullied. I've had conversations with girlfriends before. I can't even imagine in a million years a guy trying to be mean with me or trying to hit me, because I just can't even imagine me finding myself in a situation where that would happen. I don't know. Maybe I like to think I'm a badass or something. I don't know. I just wouldn't put up with that shit. That's all I can say is I'm like, I just can't even imagine someone trying to do something to harm me. Let's do that one. Although I'm like, this has to do with me, but it doesn't have to do with me. I do past life readings, and I did a reading one time for a good friend of mine, and in that reading, I was her older brother in that particular past life, and she was my younger brother, and oh gosh, this brings back memories. I remember having this. This was actually a dream that I had, but I feel certain it was a past life because there was so much emotion involved in it. But anyway, I went to bed one night and I woke up from this dream, which I realize now was probably a past life thing that I was reliving. But my friend was my little brother, and her best friend, so this was probably, I don't know, early 1900s, or I don't know when it was, but her best friend was a black boy, or his best friend was a black boy, which was frowned upon at that point in time. And a lot of the people in the school or their surrounding people of that age really bullied him a lot. And his little black friend was always very standing up for him and everything. And I remember in the dream that the bullies got my brother surrounded, and they were getting ready. They were going to beat him up, but they made his best friend do it, and his best friend agreed because he knew that if he could act like he was hurting him without really hurting him, and he knew that if the bullies got a hold of my little brother, they would actually really, really hurt him. And so when I kind of came around the corner because I heard all this commotion, and it was like they were like, fight, 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 fight. And I'm seeing my little brother's best friend beating the crap out of him. And I come around the corner, and that's what was happening. But that was why it was happening, was because he was actually protecting him instead of hurting him, because he knew that if he let the boys beat on his friend, that they really would hurt him, and he could make it look like, because they were good enough friends that they could like play act and make it look like that he was like really beating the crap out of him. That was like one of the scariest things, because when I woke up out of that, I was just like in a panic. So that's the only, that was and oddly enough, her and I have talked enough in real life in this lifetime that she has talked about feeling like she has been bullied a lot in this lifetime. Even as someone who's almost 70, she quit a job because she felt like her boss was bullying her and stuff. And so that was interesting, that I was her older brother in a previous lifetime and that she was being bullied in that lifetime too. So it's strange how those past lives keep coming back to haunt you sometimes. So anyhow, let's do one more card. Let's do these. See what happens. Cupid. We send great waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love for life itself. Your clear decisions to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all glorious aspects. In this case, I feel like this is you have started loving yourself. And it's not necessarily that you are starting a new romance, but you have opened your heart chakra. You are feeling more love towards yourself. That's why you were ready to get out of a bad situation, because you started to value your own self. And that was why it was like, you know what, you finally decided, I think enough of myself that I'm not putting up with this crap anymore. The next card says assertiveness. This situation can be healed gently and with love as you've requested. Yet there's also a need for your strength and truthfulness with the other people involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth, giving you strength and guiding your words. And actually it came up right underneath the strength card. So there's a whole lot of strength that you are stepping into in this new life that you are getting ready to take. By being assertive, by telling whoever you're leaving or your boss or whatever, I'm leaving, I'm not putting up with this crap anymore. Or your boyfriend, you know, maybe he wasn't physically abusive, but he was verbally abusive, and you finally have decided to stand up for yourself and go, I'm out of here. And this one says shower of abundance. To heal your financial situation, first, give us your worries concerning money. We will guide you in order to show you how to create and accept abundance. As we work together, your financial situation will heal as fast as you will allow. So I feel like that's one of the reasons you had one foot in the door and one foot out the door. Not only was it getting your nerve up to do that, but there were financial issues in your head that stopped this. Was, am I going to be able to afford leaving my old job and going into a new job? Am I going to be able to afford living on my own? Am I going to be able to afford this new life that I'm going into? And this is a case of where anytime you are doing something to better yourself and to make the world a better place, you are going to have the full support of the universe. All you need to do is ask them. So this would be a case of learning how to manifest extra money. This goes along with, you know, in your mind, you have one way to make money. Maybe it's your job. But the universe has lots of ways that they can bring money to you. So ask the universe for some unexpected money. Ask the universe some help with your financial situation and let them bring you money however they want. Whether it's a secret admirer who knows what you're going through, they went through the same thing one time, and they send you a check in the mail and you don't even know who does it. Maybe it's finding another part-time job or something that you didn't even have a clue that was out there that just gets offered to you out of the blue. Whatever the case is, let the universe help you with whatever financial stuff that you're concerned about. You're making the right move. You're stepping in the right direction. You're loving yourself, and that's why you're getting out of this bad situation that you have been in. Keep your chin up. I'm happy for you. This is good. This is a very good step in the right direction. There's a lot of healing that's going to come forward from here on out. Take a breath. Call your friends in for help. And let them help you if you can, you know, keep your pride down and don't be stubborn. Right now, this is when you need your friends and family and anybody who will help you around. So I guess that's all I have to say on this one. That was pretty clear cut. Congratulations. I look forward to hearing if this meant anything to you. I would love it if you would like, subscribe, share, send me a message and tell me what's going on with you. I'm here to support you any way I can. Thanks.